welcome you all, and this is a significant as well as meaningful day in your life. So let me start with how I felt when I first started my PhD. To tell you the reason, a very valid reason to be here is one is that I will be the one to travel with you in one of your subjects that is mandatory, that is academic writing. Academic writing is something, it is hidden. In the very beginning, you might say, I had to convince you a lot why academic writing, because I could see you as a kind of, earlier they would call melting pot.
Definitely there are a couple of things. Number one, as a leader of School of Arts and also together with the leader of this department, we have to share a couple of things, and the first thing could be we are also learning by doing, and you are the third cohort of kind of PhD we taking in a masses through application. Otherwise, if you recall our previous way of doing, we were very selective. We used to have PhDs with funding, and that was only for limited persons. That very closed system we have had, and we try to open up. And luckily, you are the third batch to be part of this open call and etc. Meaning, we are not very much known to deal with those aspirant PhDs well. To mention this, there are pros and cons. Meaning we are learning. Meaning might be new learner might be better. We might be able to make sure that you accomplish your task on time and in a very good manner.
One good thing for you is you are in the home of Sadharanikaran model of communication, and the person who developed this in detail is in front of you, and therefore you can learn so many things. I have also published one article by using that particular concept developed by Professor Adhikari, and I have already shared with him as well. And last year I also published one article which is on why Gita should be taught throughout the world, and I think I already shared with that as well.
Congratulations for being accepted to a very prestigious PhD program, first and foremost. So I began, just as an example, I began my undergraduate experience as a piano major. So studying, I wanted to be in concert piano. And I spent my whole first year of my undergraduate experience studying piano. You have to go with them anyway, and they may lead you to, be really positive opportunities. I wasn't certain when I entered university whether I had what it took even to finish university. I wasn't raised to think I, had academic clout or anything like that, and it was mentors all the way through who encouraged me, sometimes pushed me, usually just encouraged me along. I had a foreign language teacher once who said, you're just getting 90s on my quizzes, where's the other 10 points? Like, you should be getting the other 10 points. And no one had ever, I wasn't raised just to think that way. It was a mentor when I came to him who and said I want to do a senior thesis. He said, well, you're just going to waste another year as an undergraduate to do a senior thesis. Why don't you stay and do a master's instead? And that had never occurred to me.
I would like to talk about three main things: why I did PhD, how I did that, what did I do after PhD. So this is specifically I'm going to talk about. Okay, coming from the South Asian community, I'm basically from Sri Lanka and just right now working in China. And I'll tell like how I started my PhD. I had zero idea about PhD when I was starting, and I was having a family who had all PhD holders. I'm coming the 6th PhD holder of my family. So 26 was like very young age to pursue a PhD coming from our country. So we were like, everyone was telling me this is not the time, you just pose it, you can go after 30. It was a big challenge for me because I believe finding out the topic, reading a lot of materials, coming up with the things. But I had a very nice and cooperative supervisor. I believe all of them are going to have very nice cooperative supervisors, which they are going to do their PhD journey very nicely in future. Because your supervisor is going to be a part of family kind of in the future when you are doing your PhD. So I believe that you will definitely get someone like that.
About like in South Asia or Asia, everywhere, anywhere in the world, if someone is going to like conduct a research on non-Western communication theory, then obviously he or she will come to like this department's work. We are trying to like develop the department in the field of like media and like broadly English. It will take some time, but we really expect to make this place a center of excellence for like research related to languages and mass communication, and obviously beyond it. So in PhD, this time we have students from 2 disciplines, communication and English, but this department offers PhD in Nepali as well. Last year we had PhD scholars in Nepali as well. This time we are taking for communication and English.